Hi, I'm Peter Drakulich, and I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I'm going to share a couple of things with you today, and I'm going to give you some tips that the biggest dealers in the world really don't want you to know. But first, I want to introduce myself a little bit to you. I'm an automotive retail and sales expert. I've enjoyed great success in my 17-year automotive career. Most notably, I work for the second largest Toyota dealership in the country, and without a doubt, the most aggressive, progressive, and competitive dealer group out there today. Actually, I can confidently tell you that I'm in a very exclusive club among other sales trainers and consultants. I'm not sure how many trainers or consultants are out there that can prove that they've been involved in automotive retail sales in excess of 1,000 cars every single month. I don't know how many people can claim that they've sold over 200 cars a month from an independent pre-owned operation. Now, I know there are trainers and consultants that have 10 years or more experience with special finance and buy here, pay here. But how many of them can prove that they have a 92% collection average on their portfolios? I really don't know how many other trainers and consultants have spent tens of thousands of dollars to attend some of the most progressive training camps in the country to learn how to be more successful. How many trainers can say that they have trained people from scratch to sell 40 to 70 cars each and every month consistently while maintaining $100,000 a month gross profit average or more? You know, the one thing I'm absolutely certain of, there is nobody out there in the market today that can claim they've done all these things. Well, I have. My highly specialized knowledge, techniques, and proven selling systems get results. Now, I'm going to share with you 4 things that will help you sell more cars right away. You know, out of all the people we talk to on a daily basis, we can agree on one thing. There's always going to be more unsold customers versus sold customers. So if we want to sell more customers, what we have to do is do a better job of following up with the customers that didn't buy from us. Now, I know what you're saying. Hey, Peter, you know, follow-up is not a secret. Everybody knows that's what we got to do. I understand, but you know what the secret is? I'll tell you the secret why salespeople don't like doing follow-up calls. Because your sales staff hates the fact that people don't call them back and never answer the phone when they call. We're going to stop that right now. And here's how we're going to do it. From now on, you're going to make a commitment to get 3 pieces of information from every customer that you come in contact with. Well, how do you do that? Well, it's pretty simple. You ask. You ask every customer what their best daytime number that they can be reached at. Then you let them know about this great information that you've got online that you'd like to forward them. Which email account would you like me to send that to? And third, somewhere along the sales process, you ask the customer, so if there was some reason I couldn't reach you at the first number, is there a second best number I could try? Now you've got 3 pieces of key information. If you can get permission to call customers and an appointment to call customers, they'll answer your call. How do you do that? Well, it's pretty simple. Here's the example. So Tom, I'm going to send you that information online tonight, so when you get home, do me a favor and read over it. Tomorrow, I'd like to call you just to see if you have any additional questions about that information. Would the morning or afternoon be better to contact you? Now, Tom's response is going to be a time, and of course, you set an appointment. Now you confirm that the numbers are good. So Tom, I assume the number you gave me, this first number, is the best number to reach you at tomorrow. Oh, there's a better number? Let me write that down. So now you know your customer is leaving the showroom, you've got all their information that you need to get in contact with them easily, quickly, and you got permission to call. So they will answer and they'll talk to you. Now follow-up will be fun and easy because your sales staff will get results. When they get results, they're motivated to do it more often. That's going to help you increase sales right away. All right, here's the second one. You've heard of early childhood intervention? Well, I call this early management intervention. If I was a salesperson on the sales floor, I would make a point to introduce my manager as soon as I had rapport with my customer. This way, they'd be an interaction and an integral part of our sales process, instead of coming out at the end to be the hammer to close my deal. If my ego doesn't let me do this, you know what? You know it's policy anyway. You know that it doesn't matter how often we fight it, a manager's going to come out and talk to your customer if you can't close the deal. So make it a tool instead of a confrontation. When your customer's already met your manager, when they come out to put a deal together, there's more of a solution being formulated than a hammer coming down on them. On top of that, you're setting yourself so far apart from every other dealer they've visited because at the end, the hammer came out and they didn't like it. When you have your manager actively involved from the beginning, it's more of a comfort zone. Your customers are more relaxed and they're more willing to talk to you and your manager to formulate a way to buy a car. Now, if I'm a manager, my goal is to work side by side with the client and the salesperson to formulate solutions, to find a win-win situation, and to help overcome objections that maybe my salesperson's not experienced enough to handle. On top of that, I want to build that comfort rapport so that if I have to put my credibility on the line, they trust me enough to take my advice and put a deal together. In the end, when the customer does buy or doesn't buy, they're going to make the decision based on how you handled that last process. If they go home and they think about it, they're going to determine which dealer they like doing business with. And I'll tell you what, they're going to like the dealer that didn't hammer them at the end. I want to be absolutely clear. At no point did I say that you become a babysitter for your sales staff. You don't get involved and do the entire deal for them. You are a coach and a trainer, and you're going to teach your sales people how to become sales professionals. All right, here's the third way that you can increase sales right away. Utilize your CRM. The minute your customer leaves and didn't buy a car from you, you and your manager need to put notes in the system right away. If you're the one responsible for making follow-up calls, you know what? There's nothing worse than having bad information the next day. When you call your customer and you have a conversation and you can't remember what the trade value was or how much the price was that you discussed, your credibility is out the window and you're going to lose a sale. This is even harder when you're having third parties make your follow-up calls for you. If they don't have the vital information, they're not going to be able to close a deal for you, and that's going to cost you money and the dealership money. So right there, you're going to find some more sales. All right, here's my personal favorite. I love the 5-minute phone call. All right, here's how it goes. Most people don't realize how disappointed a customer is when they're leaving your dealership, especially if they were price negotiating with you and they didn't get the price they wanted. You know what? In fact, until they are actually driving away, they're still expecting you to come out into the driveway, chase them down, and get them out of their car to come back inside to put the deal together. They think you're bluffing. Well, you know what? You're not bluffing. This is you making a living. When they drive away, they have a conversation because reality hits in and they say, you know what, geez, maybe the offer was too low. Maybe we should have put a little bit more effort into it. Maybe they didn't take us seriously enough, or maybe we didn't take their offer seriously enough. Either way, that conversation starts to take place. The 5-minute phone call goes like this. You call the customer on the cell phone and hopefully you can reach them in the car right now. Hi, Mr. Customer. This is Peter at ABC Motors. Hey, I just wanted to make sure that you got your license back. You know what? Whatever you tell them, whatever the conversation is, you're opening the door so you can further the conversation. Now you can find out why they left, put the deal together, have them turn back around before they get home, and come back and do a deal with you. If you're having a third party make these phone calls, then you handle it as a quality assurance call. You have that person call to make sure everything went smooth, be surprised that they didn't put a deal together, offer a solution, have them turn around and come back and do the deal. It's as simple as that. That will drive up sales for you right away. You know what? I'm having so much fun. I'm going to throw in a bonus marketing tip in a couple minutes. But first, what I really want to do is I want to invite you to my website. I want you to visit www.drivingupsales.com. I think you're going to find some very, very solid information there about how your dealership should be run, the services and products that I can help you out with. On top of that, you're going to find a lot of free resources that you, your sales staff, your salespeople, and everybody in your dealership can appreciate, learn from, and continue to grow from. I also have a second place I'd like you to take a look at, and that's my YouTube channel. If you go to www.youtube.com/drivingupsales, all one word, you can see all my video uploads. If you actually subscribe, every time I upload an informative video like this, you'll get first access to it. You can watch it, you can learn from it, you can use it as training material, or you can show it in one of your sales meetings. Whatever you do with it, I hope it helps you out. I want to help you drive up more sales. Now here's the bonus tip. Web 2.0 marketing is the biggest growing phenomenon on the internet today. You guys are connected to more people than you realize with systems like Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, MySpace, and any of these other websites that are social media networks. Here's how I want to put it to you. On Facebook, if you're connected to 70 people, that means at a secondary degree, you're connected to over 6,000 people. The first degree is I know you and you know me, and those are the 70 people I have on my Facebook. If I go to the second degree, which means I know someone who knows somebody, that's 6,000 people plus in my network now. If I go to the third degree, I'm over 600,000 people that I'm connected to at a third degree level. If word of mouth was powerful, look out, because word of network is going to just eradicate the way we used to do business. That's one big party. And you know what? It's just like a party. You can't walk into it with a stack of business cards attacking everyone you see to buy a car from you. You've got to use tactics and skills that are now available to network and let people know what you do in a subtle way so that they find you when they're ready to buy a car. Email me, Peter, at Driving Up Sales to find out when I'm doing my next Web 2.0 automotive seminar. You know, if you're a manager or a dealer principal in your dealership right now, I got to tell you, this Web 2.0 is going to make your current website and marketing system completely obsolete. You know, you used to watch movies a long time ago, actually even recently, about the future, how the future is going to be underground. Well, guess what? Web 2.0 is the underground, and Gen Y is all communicating behind the scenes that you don't even know it. Once again, I want to thank you for watching. I'm Peter Drakulich, and as always, you guys are fantastic. Remember, the only thing that's stopping you is you. Keep driving up sales.